We trying to catch up.
Well, we live now, lady.
Nah, baby.
We live, lady. What's up now? What's your excuse now? We motherfucking live. Let them get up in here. Sent text out. I sent something earlier. I'm just about to retext everybody telling me live. Nigga said I got fans.
You surprised?
Nigga said he got fans.
Once we get a good number there, I need to see how many people are here just to watch.
First of all, they don't be on time to the damn stream. Even the ones we have started on time, niggas don't be.
Cause they know we ain't gonna be on time. They on brand time.
Hey, that motherfucker be 30, we be 30, 40 minutes in, and then be like 12, 15, 20 people. Like, look at these niggas late.
They know how we about to do it.
Look at these niggas late. Caffin. Look at these niggas late as hell. Yeah, I mean. Me and this motherfucker. Lot to talk about today. Send out them text messages, you know what I mean? Let me tell everybody we live. We live, niggas. We live. We live in the building. We live. How the hell you sent it to 75 people? That's a big number.
Man.
Shout out to them goddamn 75 people. Shout out to them 75. Shit. It's a lot of goddamn people. Shout out to them, you feel me? Shout out to Brandon's fans. That boy said he got 75 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate everybody last week for pulling up and liking the post. I know a lot of people don't always watch live. We got a lot of fans that watch this shit on playback. So for those watching this on playback, like that shit, man.
Yeah, like that
leave
shit.
Leave your comments in the comments. You don't always got to text me or
they don't get that one. They don't get that aspect right now.
Just put in the YouTube comments. And for the people asking about the audio on the on the Spotify,
give us another week.
We'll do that right now. Let me start recording.
Don't wait on it.
Hold on.
I apologize because there was fans listening on that too, so I'm sorry.
I'm recording the podcast right now so I can do the audio and we'll get it up and running tonight. Don't worry about that. That shit will be up tonight.
Like, everybody that hit me up every time, we appreciate it. Like, sincerely, we were on year 2, rocking heavy, and keep fucking with us, man. Let's do it.
Aww.
Damn, Tracy, we was only supposed to start 15 minutes ago.
Oh, here come little Aggie. What she talking about?
Nah, I've been here since.
She said, no, y'all not. Nigga, we live right now. What is she talking about?
She want to see the cameraman. Fuck it, cut the camera on.
Why she need to see us right now? We about to get on. We about to get cracking.
You know who we dealing
with. The hell she talking about?
What you talking about?
Shout out to the court talking about don't have me waiting again. God damn, we got a puppy in the building. The puppy unplugged some shit. I had to get the fixing shit.
God damn, niggas try to be on time today. We can't help it that we got shit outside our control.
At the door.
Yeah, man. We got puppies here. You know what I'm saying? We waiting on Lil Chris to get here, man. You feel me? Shout out to my boy Lil Chris, man.
You can't turn the camera on till the cameraman get here. Nigga, don't what's up, fellas. You got us over here arguing with the goddamn
Shout out to Lil Chris, man.
Lil Chris always the scapegoat.
We got Chris in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Hashtag blame Chris.
Blame Chris.
He lied. Y'all niggas worship him.
Hey, I just got a text to say, yeah, cut that camera on.
God damn, y'all want to see us that bad? You know what I'm saying? We still the same. We look the same last week. You know what I mean? You know y'all gotta. We just gotta let y'all get up in here, man.
You look better than Terry.
Jasmine talking about don't blame the dog. Did the dog not hit the court?
Man, my fans like to see me on camera, dog. That's all.
Did the dog not hit one of
I
these
ain't no
courts?
snitch. The dog hit the corridor.
Yeah, tell her mind her business. Fuck.
And
you got
nigga,
live
Michael
for?
Jackson was over here moonwalking and shit, and hit the cord.
Yeah. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that over here talking about some shit you don't know.
But you wanna say that shit to her face, though?
Nigga, I say it to her face, everybody's face. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing.
You know that.
She don't want that. She don't want that smoke. Who? Want the smoke. And make sure my shit right. Hold on, my window capture right. Hold on. Here we go. Alright, boom. There we go.
Hey, yo.
Okay.
Let's
we
get
good.
to it,
We
man.
good. We good. We Gucci.
Let's get to it.
Alright, man. So, first of all,
Hey, you gonna introduce this shit?
I am. That's what I was about to get to. First of all, let me say, yeah, Fashion Cap Podcast, episode 126.
Episode fucking 126.
Yeah, appreciate y'all up in the building. You know what I'm saying? He unplugged the mouse according to Kazadi. He said accord. He didn't know what it was. Mind your business before I block you. Anyway. So, man, it's been a real active week, I want to say, in like gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? So before we get into that,
How y'all niggas doing, bruh? Let's get into that, man.
yeah, how is y'all doing?
Y'all mental health straight?
I don't even know what that is.
Man, that
Okay,
shit,
that's a start.
mental good. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all niggas,
I've been heavy on the workout shit this week.
okay, shouts out to the heavy on the workout shit.
Shit, me
man.
too.
Yeah, nigga. Pickups.
Yeah, you know your boy been trying
We talking about 2 different workouts, my boy.
Man,
Nigga,
listen.
nah.
This is what I've been working.
I'm glad that y'all niggas doing good, man. You know, it's 2023. You know, new year, same me. But y'all niggas, man, you know, make sure we doing good.
Nigga said New Year, same me. But not really the same me, though. What my boy LaMelo said. So, yeah. Chris, man, what you been up to, man? This is second week in a row coming to work? Was he here last week?
Yeah, you know, we put that nigga on suspension, so he couldn't miss too many weeks in a row.
That nigga used all his PTO.
Work to come to work.
That nigga did all his PTO already, boy. You can't miss nothing else, my nigga. So, I don't know, man, but, you know, it's been a
Where we starting?
interesting week, man. Let me see. Oh, man, let me see if I can find this real quick. Because we talking about, y'all heard about the basketball player played for Alabama, Darius Miles, not knucklehead Darius Miles.
Stupid.
We talking about Alabama student athlete Darius Miles. He's a junior. Played for Alabama. Alabama, the number 4 team in the country right now in NCAA basketball. The man got locked up for capital murder.
Capital murder.
Capital murder. I'm talking about, let me set the scene. They saying basically he was on the strip. I guess it's like a little strip. You know, most colleges got a little strip on them. They was on the strip early, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, early in the morning, like I guess they was out. Allegedly, he tried to holler at a girl. A girl's with her boyfriend. She denies him, like, nah, I'm good. Darius Miles hands some dude who's not even going to the college that he's with, hands him the gun. And dude goes to the car and shoots into the car. Fire was returned. Somebody got shot. I'm assuming the other guy, not Darius. The other guy got shot, I'm thinking. And Darius was arrested. He was arrested. And they did a perp walk on his ass. I'm about to find it, but While I'm finding it, let me know what's going on, man.
Is it on video of him handing the gun to somebody?
No, the only video they showed, it's the new. They don't want to show all that,
I'm
but
saying,
they showed. You can hear the gunshots.
I'm saying unless he told on himself.
He did tell. He told that he
gun.
gave the dude the gun. That's why I'm like, this nigga don't even know how to not talking to his lawyer present.
That's
like,
how you know. What was he, a rookie?
He was a junior.
Oh, nigga, you just dumb. I was trying to give him a goddamn out, but
He was crying and shit. I knew when he was crying when they was doing the perk walk. I knew he was going down.
But shit, he fucked himself up because
you ain't hear about it.
Nah, basically it's like, bro, you had a strong case because as long as there's no evidence that you had that gun, shut the fuck up. But I mean, hey,
we got Yannick in the building.
You know some shit gonna happen when somebody die. You personally hand the gun. It's just like, hey, bro, handle this shit for me. That's it.
Hold on, I want y'all to look at this man. Look at this man when he walked down. I don't know who he was talking to. He was crying. He's like, I love you more than you ever imagined. Like, boy was going through it.
I ain't gonna laugh at this shit. That shit was.
I'm laughing at him.
Yeah, that's not cool laughing at trauma, dog.
Man, fuck him. Ain't nobody. He took a woman's life who had kids.
He didn't take nobody's life.
He just as responsible. He put a gun in the person's
I don't
hand.
believe in that. Nigga, if I'm too scared to shoot somebody and you to be the one to shoot them, you made that final decision. Now, should I get charged with something? Yeah, but
you need to get charged with murder too.
How?
Okay,
I didn't pull the trigger.
Hold on, let's watch the perk walk. Oh shit, they ain't even see it. I'm tripping. Let me go back. This is him walking down the steps, y'all. Alright, man, hold on. Alright, so that was him on the perk walk. You know what I'm saying? And later on he went into that interrogation room and basically told that he put the gun in the dude's hand and dude did the shooting. Now, you saying he shouldn't be responsible for the murder?
Should he have a charge? Yes. Murder? No. Should not be capital murder charge.
What you think about it?
Isn't that what accessory means? At the charge usually you give somebody the gun.
Alabama is or
it's different.
Is a state where it's like
if you were any part of it,
yeah,
they charge you.
Yeah.
So I mean that's slippery slope. If you mean in general, what do I think?
Just what you think about the situation.
I mean, I would, but I think if you give somebody a gun and he uses it, and he kill somebody.
Yeah, the dude killed the girl. Okay, so like I said, he tried to holler at a girl. Allegedly, Darius tried to holler at a girl that was with her boyfriend. Right? She's a mother. She's 23 years old. She was there to visit her boyfriend.
Oh, and she curved him. He was hating.
She curved him, and allegedly she was getting in the car. He gave his gun to his homeboy and to go do that.
Do we know that's the reason why?
That's what he said he did. He admitted it. He
deserved murder just for being lame. Damn, like I can't stand niggas like, bruh. Nah, you
everybody can't take rejection, but that don't mean nigga just cause I hand you the gun and tell you go kill a nigga.
You know what you can't take? This fucking murder charge.
Yeah, what you
nigga,
mean,
if I hand you a gun to go do some shit that I ain't wanna do and you decide to do it, yeah, I get a charge.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Why should I get the same charge as you?
I usually let you rock. You sound crazy right now. You really is defending that type of behavior?
No. I'm not
saying let him rock.
I'm not saying like 1-2 years. Like this nigga should get.
I mean, let him get his shit.
But I don't think he should get capital murder. He's not a murderer. He didn't shoot nobody.
Yeah. In that case, if I instruct you to go shoot somebody,
Nigga,
If I instruct you to go handle some business,
are you sound
you part of that.
And you're a person that
So
can
basically-
make your own decision.
so basically you're
Either
saying-
you can decide to shoot him or not shoot him. So you have the right to make that decision once I put this gun in your hand.
I agree with you, Brandon, but just that specific scenario,
Nah.
since he a simp ass, lame ass nigga, we ain't jocking that 2023. All
Nah.
y'all get murder charged.
you can do that. But if you can ultimately not.
Play my guilty.
You can ultimately.
And I hope it was loud. See, I hear that.
Accessory to murder, yes, 100%.
Accessory to murder is
He
like,
did- he-
nigga,
he
I
did.
hide you. I help you hide the body. That's accessory to
Where
murder.
does that help you? I help you by giving you the gun.
That's not accessory to murder.
how.
Giving the nigga the gun to go shoot somebody is murder. That's
I'm
premeditated
mad at
murder.
this nigga. Here, this gun.
That's what you call premeditated murder.
I didn't murder nobody. I didn't pull
I gave
no
you the
trigger.
gun. I gave you the gun with intentions for you to go murder somebody.
But I didn't do it.
You did it. That's
You're
what made
still-
both of y'all
You
guilty.
still have a decision to make.
All right.
Now, I still am an accessory because I gave you the gun to go shoot a nigga, but that don't make me goddamn a capital murderer.
Yannick
I didn't
said-
pull no
Yannick
trigger.
said-
I agree with Brandon.
Yannick said, was his intention for his friend to scare her? She is dead because of him, period. I agree.
I agree with Brandon, but in this, like, law is to be interpreted by, like, lawmakers and judges. So if I'm a judge, I hear that case, in this instance, I'm gonna interpret that shit as you a fuck nigga. Take that charge.
This is no different. We gonna get to it, so I don't want to get too much into it. But this is like King Von. They saying he would have been arrested because they saying he put 100K hit on FBG Duckhead. Now we ain't got to get too far into that. All I'm saying is that's like ordering a hit. That's the same shit.
Accessory to
It's
murder.
the same shit. That's not accessory.
I think
You know what accessory to murder means?
is different.
He's talking, bro. That's
I'm not
first
talking about what
degree
you
murder.
said. I'm talking about.
I'm talking to
period.
him.
I get what you're saying. I know the difference.
I don't think that's the same thing.
I understand.
You're calling that accessory to murder,
If
bro.
I give a nigga,
If I didn't shoot you, you can't give me
let
the
me ask you a
full
question,
time.
Justin and Brandon. The nigga that shot him said that the basketball player gave him the
No,
gun.
the basketball player said that he gave the nigga the gun to shoot him.
Oh,
That's my point.
He told on himself.
no,
That's
I'm
why I
saying
said he should've shut the
So
fuck
if
up.
that's the truth, I'm not. Come on, nigga. What you? Like, if I give you the gun, say shoot that motherfucker.
Nigga, it's up to me to shoot this motherfucker or not. You ain't got another gun in my head.
Accessory
saying,
to
if you don't
murder.
shoot this-
Accessory to murder is a criminal offense that entails a perpetrator or defendant helping or assisting a murder. The accessory can offer assistance before or after the murder is committed. In most cases, the perpetrator is not present at the crime scene at the time of the murder. So I think the difference of what I'm saying is he was there.
But that says most cases. It didn't say all
Okay, so
cases.
let's look up.
Everything else still match.
So let's look up first degree murder then. Or let's look up capital murder.
Yeah, I agree with Brandon. Like, I think I'm not mad if somebody said them charges should be the same. I didn't force you to do it. You have a choice. You're grown. But I don't like accessory. I put it like this: if I'm a judge, accessory to murder is pretty close to that capital murder. Either way, in that case, I'm not trying to give you like a 1 year.
It says murder is the unlawful killing of another person without justification is considered the most serious crime a person can commit. A person committing murder may be sentenced to the harshest of penalties, including spending the rest of his life in prison.
More. So,
Yeah, I think we could.
So, like I said, I do think that's a difference. But I'm speaking as if I'm a judge and I have to interpret it. If somebody says it's your choice. In that case, oh nah, you hating ass nigga.
You're only doing it because you hate.
So let me ask you
hate
this.
that
So let me
nigga.
ask you this. If I'm driving you, if I'm the driver, the getaway driver,
Mm-hmm.
like Lucci was a driver
Yeah.
when niggas committed a murder,
Yeah.
accessory.
and then the nigga got shot and pushed him out the car, you don't think it's right to charge Lucci with the murder as well?
No, nigga, he accessory. He just the driver. He didn't kill nobody. I think
don't
the only
agree with
person that get charged for murder is the
I think
nigga that
if
pulled
you
the
got-
trigger or did whatever it
I
is
think
to
that
kill the person.
I think he messed up his chances of accessory when he admitted that he gave that nigga the gun
To shoot them.
to shoot them.
That's bad though.
I understand the law and I understand why he is.
I agree with the law in that case.
I
to
don't.
me,
I don't know if the law.
because think about it, if you the father of that girl, you would want that nigga going down for the murder too. Because if it wasn't for him, then the murder wouldn't even been possible. Because he put the gun in that nigga's hand.
But you don't know if this nigga could have got another gun. Like it's too many.
He said, Brandon. Yannick said, Brandon, if someone pays someone to kill someone and gets caught, should they be charged for murder? Brandon, even
let him answer.
he said, Brandon, even if the hit didn't happen, they can still be charged for attempted murder.
I get what you can.
Answer the first one.
I get what you
You don't
can be
think-
charged for. No, if I pay a nigga to do it and you choose to do it and
Oh,
take the
I
money,
disagree.
I'd rather a nigga snitch on me and then I catch the charge
I disagree
that
with
way.
you. No,
I'll
I disagree
take
with you.
whatever.
In that case, you should be just
Because
liable.
I paid a nigga to shoot something. Why?
Because you paid for a nigga to do it.
But I didn't do it.
But you paid for a nigga to do it.
That was his choice.
That's different than asking a
decided
nigga
to
to do
take
it. That's different than a nigga giving a nigga a gun.
I
If
don't
you
think that's
paid
no
and
different.
premeditated, I think it is. If you
It's the same
premeditated
shit.
and no, see, that's how I disagree with both of y'all. If you saying, hey, I want that nigga.
Clearly, the nigga has
I
an
want this
influence.
nigga dead. And I don't feel comfortable doing it. Or I know they gonna look at me first. I'll pay you $200,000 to go kill this nigga. If I pay you $200,000 to go kill this nigga and you do, now you about to catch me for accessory and give me 15. I'll do my 15, but nigga, I don't want to get charged for murder. I ain't kill nobody.
So the homies,
But I understand the law. I understand the law, and that's what it is. Fuck that shit. That's some bullshit.
Had he never put the gun in that man's hand, this is Tracy.
Israel 85? Never mind. But yeah, I disagree. That nigga needs to be charged with murder.
Tracy says, had he never put the gun in that man's hand, there wouldn't have been no shooting, and neither would be charged. It gave the opportunity for something to happen, knowing what the purpose of the gun is used for. I agree.
But should the
I don't
charge
necessarily
be
agree with
murder
that.
though?
If I
How's that?
say, bruh, nigga, here, and you do it, I could have been joking. Right?
But that was a bad joke then.
It was a bad joke. I don't
nobody
think,
finna, ain't
I
nobody
don't
finna
think you
take
should
that
be
as a
just
joke.
as accountable as niggas actually crazy enough to do it. I can say a lot of
But
shit.
you said, but what if I say, so let's use what you agreed with earlier. So what if I said I'm joking about the 100,000? I ain't know you're gonna do it for real.
Well,
That's your logic.
my only defense of that, it will be up to a jury or a judge to decide whether.
I mean,
or not
of
you were
course,
joking or
but
not.
that's the same answer for that situation.
No, I'm saying-
I'm just asking you what.
I think it's more-
not about the jury.
I
I'm
think it's
talking
more
even your morals.
plausible. I think it's more plausible for somebody to be chilling somewhere, somebody feel disrespected, take a gun out, but man, do this nigga. Oh, but I was serious. I think he's gonna do it. Versus
You
somebody
know what-
right.
so you know what they
and
would
give-
say?
Exchange
So
money.
you know what? If you talking to the cops and you said I was joking, I didn't know he was really gonna do it. They would say you had ample amount of time to stop him. Why didn't you tell him, hey, stop? I'm joking.
Well, then
That's how they gonna look at it.
then
My whole thing,
Like that's why.
my whole thing is I do
Yeah.
understand the law and the rule. I understand what happens. I just don't 100%.
Listen, man.
I'm with Brandon a little bit, but hating ass niggas.
I didn't even. That's not even really what the intention was when I was bringing that up, but that went a whole another way. But I will say, parents, talk to your kids about goddamn learning how to cope with rejection. You feel me? That's the main lesson in all of this. You know, I feel like we now we got a nigga. I don't know what his future entailed. I looked up his stats. It's not like he was really. It didn't look like he was going to the NBA to me, but you know, just. Just being a basketball player and having that, he could have got through college. He won't even finish college now.
Went overseas.
He could have went and did something, you know, with that degree. He could have had a good future.
What?
I mean, I'm saying if you look at his stats, clearly he wasn't. I'm saying like what I'm trying to say is
I'm joking.
a nigga threw away his future.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because it's like, in one sense,
A nigga
niggas
threw
only
away his
care about
future.
niggas who are celebrities. But in the sense that that's his life. It doesn't matter if he's going to NBA or not. He could have been a free ride to college. He could have
I'm just saying,
I get both
the
ways.
nigga threw. All I'm trying to say, a nigga threw away his future, and then he took away the future. Him and another dude took away the future of a young lady who was a mother. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how I feel about it. But 21 Savage.
Oh,
21. Can you do something for me?
21 had
Stay off Clubhouse for me.
an interesting moment on Clubhouse. Let's take a listen to this. He's arguing with quote unquote. Hold on. With quote unquote a op allegedly on Clubhouse.
An Atlanta op?
I think the op was even in jail.
Chicago.
I think he was in jail. He was arguing with multiple. He was Clubhouse. You know, it's like multiple arguments going on. He was arguing with a nigga. The main nigga he was arguing with was from Atlanta. He used to hang with them and on the west side somewhere. They used to chill out.
High school.
No.
I didn't hear what you said.
So look, this is the audio. This is the audio right here.
Don't whack me.
So you can argue with a nigga on Clubhouse. You keep letting all these Chicago niggas boost your head up like y'all niggas ain't dying in real life, man. Stop playing.
Then that sounds like a few niggas I know from the rag. All right, bro. So you saying y'all undefeated on that side? Y'all ain't took no loss.
Man, every nigga that we beef with, nigga, 30 of they niggas get smoked, nigga, and don't nothing happen to us, nigga. In real life, nigga. It's real life, nigga. Man, hey, look, Cap, you from Chicago. I advise you to shut the fuck up. I advise you to shut the fuck up, cause the niggas that I fuck with out there spanking shit. So stop playing.
All that shit sounds good.
Y'all ain't spanking nothing, nigga.
I do.
That's the only thing y'all ever did. That's one nigga.
Thank you.
How many? Hey, look. You would die. You would die, nigga. You would die. You would fight.
All right, so y'all heard that? He told one of the ops that, any nigga they ever beef with, 30 of they niggas dead, and he essentially told somebody that they'll die, right? I got a question for y'all. What is one of the first things y'all thought about when y'all heard this?
Nigga, you just got saved by Jay-Z, but not getting deported. Nigga, shut the fuck up before you get deported. That's the first thing I heard in my head.
Okay.
First, I don't know. I think I thought about the era. The era of self-incrimination, self-snitching.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Boondocks episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like niggas would just tell on themselves. Like gangsters just play it for the jury. But yeah, I killed this thing. It's literally a parody. But
I advised 22. Whoa, 21 may die. I advised 21 to hush altogether. He can't wait to stay and tell himself and get deported all over again. And Courtney said he signed a death wish. Interesting.
Yeah, I first when I heard it, I was like, oh shit. Listening back, it's not wise to say that shit like that, but niggas like he's snitching or he's self-incriminating. Is he?
Yes.
Why?
Nigga over here basically admitting to shit, whether it happened or it didn't happen.
Or if it didn't happen.
I think
you're still admitting to some shit that now they can.
I say you bringing heat. You still bringing heat to yourself.
And then with the way the DA and Rico
self-incriminating at the same time.
I feel like this. If a nigga say 30 of y'all niggas died, I do not believe that 30 niggas died. But I do believe that something
I get you don't say you don't believe it. But you know the DA right now, Fulton, what the fuck she doing with these RICO charges?
Well, I'm glad you said that. So the first thing, I asked that question because of this.
I will say this.
Go ahead.
I don't think 21 is stupid. I don't think 21 is stupid. I'm not saying. I think I might say. I'm saying is I think he felt if he's lying, he felt comfortable lying because he doesn't think a DA is gonna.
I think he
come up against 30 niggas because he may be capping. So if I'm just fully capping without being scared that something's gonna come from it because it's based off no truth. That sounds ridiculous.
No, and this is right here the exact opposite. I felt like he felt tried, so this nigga just started talking. He got loose lips. It may not have been 30, it might have been 3, but he know we done slid back on niggas that done tried us, and niggas just got to talking. He got caught up in a moment. Now, normally, do I think 21? I think this nigga just was loose lips at the moment and he felt tried.
21 been popping for how long?
Oh wow,
probably like 2015, 16,
even maybe before that. Them Vlad interviews.
I think it was like 15 because I remember where I was.
But I'm just saying,
you think he been sliding since he been popping?
I didn't say.
No, I'm asking you. You think
he didn't say? But he didn't say he was sliding. He said we. He said we.
I don't.
Let me say this. First of all, the reason I even asked that question is because a nigga told me that I just be throwing RICO cases on niggas, and I was saying that it's explainable.
D.A. Alexander.
I said if a nigga get if a nigga get on Clubhouse and say that they done spunked on 30 niggas and all of that, is it not reasonable to be like in this era, like, damn nigga, you not thinking about how these niggas is talking about RICO cases? Huh?
Where's he from?
Atlanta.
It's more than reasonable to believe.
The whole fucking Atlanta's locked up with RICO.
It's more than reasonable to believe that. But
yeah, so let me say this. I feel like you're giving him the benefit of the doubt because we all think that 21 is a very intelligent person because of who he is. Mm-hmm. But I think you need to take it for face value. That's just my opinion.
And you know who the DA is.
I think he probably exaggerated. I don't think a whole crew is committing 30 murders and it's just going by unscathed. So no, I don't believe that. What I do think is I don't care even if nothing happens from it. Mm. It's like I would call that nigga and be like, bro, what is you doing? Because people know who you're associated with.
Facts.
So even if you're not necessary, even if you are on here playing and lying, it's gonna fall down to the niggas in the street, still in the street first. Niggas can't get a hold of you. Niggas will come and spin on us. Niggas will come to the block and do this with us.
Is he still affiliated with street niggas?
Yeah. Of course.
You saying that based on like?
I think he's still affiliated. I think when you have affiliation, you might not come to the block but once or twice a year. But to the op niggas, those niggas are still associated with 21 Savage. You feel me? I'm sure he still talk to niggas. He might not talk to everybody. I'm sure he still talk to niggas that's connected to the block. He was on Clubhouse talking to a nigga that's still connected to the block. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I really feel 21 is smart enough where it almost like, I know this shit is bullshit, so I gotta pretend an image. So I know to play both sides. Man, so for the niggas saying, but you making it hot for the niggas that like do you out in. Like after a while, like do he still be in the hood? I don't think so. I don't know for sure, but I'm going off the assumption. You can't say that.
You're doing a lot of assumptions.
I'm doing a lot of assumptions.
But it don't matter.
It could be easily debunked. It could be easily debunked.
It don't
matter. I'm going off the point that this nigga's with Drake, living overseas. He's not
with Drake every day.
He's not doing like the hood shit.
How you know that?
Because he's doing how you say that word?
I don't even know what you're trying to say.
Like good deeds.
So because he come back and do a back to school drive
and once a year, he getting named for like the keys to the city or nigga like this is 21 day. He's doing a lot of good work, charity work type shit.
So what?
I'm not saying he can't be slot. I don't think most rappers.
Who's the nigga in American Gangster? What's his name? The nigga gave Turkey back every year.
Oh, you talking Bumpy?
Yeah,
I don't think he's bumpy.
That's the thing. He don't. You talking about what he doing? We talking about he don't even. He could be very well not being in the hood, but we all see how.
I think he was like lying.
We all see how loosely they are connecting these people with these RICO cases and shit.
It gotta be connected to something. It gotta be based on some truth.
I
can sit here and rap and lie about some shit. DAs don't know. Oh, he ain't. I'm trying to say some
but
shit.
We not saying, bro. We not saying like he about to get prosecuted or nothing. We saying they could be like, well, let's take a look into it if this is what's going on.
But if it's completely,
it take one nigga to flip.
But I get you. But if it's completely fabricated, that's what I'm trying to say.
We don't know. You're assuming it's fabricated. Even if it isn't, this is what I'm saying. A nigga could get arrested right now that's affiliated with 21, right? Like we know there's videos of him in his past when he first came into the game saying, yeah, I'm part of the 21 gang, Google it. We used to make the news and all that.
Yeah, I would take that a lot differently.
So think about how somebody from 21 gang could be arrested, right? And they could just be like, hey, give us what you know about 21 Savage, just to make them flip. What you know about 21 Savage? I seen he was online saying this. You know anything about that? It could go that easily. Had he never said that, they may not have even knew to ask that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I know it seems far-fetched now, but I'm sure that YSL, when they was saying shit online, When Thug was saying shit online,
gang shit.
when YFN and all them niggas was saying shit online, they thought that they was covering their tracks just like 21 Savage may be. You mean to tell me 21 Savage ain't never been around no crime? Are the statutes of limitations over for some of the shit that he was a part of? And then, like he said, the second thing is like, nigga, you an immigrant. You ain't got no green card. You talking like this? That's crazy.
Nigga just got.
You fighting the whole case.
Well, there's other. You're right. Okay. I'll leave it at that.
I ain't saying I gotta be right. I'm just saying, like, let's
I'm
just
not
think a
saying
little
you're right.
logically.
I hear the other side. Like, just in general, it's not smart to go online and admit to doing crime. I get that aspect of it. What I'm trying to say is that you just get paid off image all the time.
You just think that 21 is smarter than that.
I do, and I think
I
him
thought
to say
he was
that.
smarter than that. I thought he
him to
was
say
not
that.
even dumb
I
enough
think
to
it's
say no shit like
fully
that.
capped. Fully
I
capped.
didn't even know. Now I could see like him arguing with Wack 100, right?
Because when he argued with Wack, he's actually the opposite. He's
And that's
actually the
why I'm
opposite.
like, why are you arguing with some
Actually the
nigga, a
opposite.
nigga,
So
and it's a nigga he know too. So that's what make it look more believable.
And so it actually makes me look more fake. This is a nigga he know. Justin, what you always say?
I think you're overthinking.
Maybe I'm guilty. What you always say?
What
What do you always say when you say you gonna be with somebody? What are you gonna do?
I said in a rap battle, nigga. I didn't say in an actual real street beef, nigga. And them niggas was arguing about stepping on shit. And
Rap
that nigga,
battle. Like you said,
I said if I ever get in the back and forth in a rap battle, I'm gonna get on there and lie. That's what I said.
Maybe.
I'm not gonna be on Clubhouse in a real, even like if I know this nigga's a real street nigga and they can link that we know each other, I'm not finna be arguing with that nigga on Clubhouse and lying about killing shit. That's the last thing I'm finna do.
Yeah, cause that's damn sure can catch that Rico.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. So I don't know. They have that shit. But we can move on. We got a lot more to cover, man. So this one will be a little quick topic. Lil TJ, he was in his hometown of the Bronx. We know just a few months ago he got shot 7 times in the upper torso. So I get a certain level of paranoia. And what happened, he was on the way to shoot a video with Ice Spice. He was sitting in the car. Ironically, I say when he got shot, he was just sitting in the car. Whatever happened, the police got involved and they charged him for gun possession. I seen some people saying like, hey, in this situation, it's better to get caught with it than without it. I seen some people saying like, nah, he should have never even had himself in that situation. How do y'all think that Lil TJ should have went about this situation, being that he just was shot several months ago?
Honestly, if you were just shot months ago, should have hired security or got the street niggas when they ain't got no felonies or nothing. Serviced as put him through the training so he can have the guns and be the security. At some point, like
we're talking about New York now too. Like you just ain't putting niggas through proper training in a few months and just here.
No, I'm just saying whatever you need to do to be within the standards of the law in New York or wherever there are no gun, like they have stricter gun laws. Either hire real security in that state that you know had the proper licenses, or make sure to put your people through that proper training to get them licenses. But at that point, I understand why you did it, but you should have been a lot smarter than that. Nigga, you just beat death. Why beat jail too? Why take that risk to even have to go through jail? Like, nigga.
Is all you're saying the car was illegally searched? Just to throw that out.
I mean, you might be able to beat that part of the case, but nigga, it's still New York. Like, why, nigga? Now you gotta come out hundreds of thousands, almost millions of dollars to fight a case where if you just had armed licensed security in that state, you had nothing to worry about.
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, please.
But
please hit
I
the like button.
I do understand, like, if he's a street nigga and he feel like you need it on you to protect yourself, just move smarter. And what you did was dumb. And I don't understand why niggas don't learn going to New York with a gun. I don't care how big of a celebrity you are. As a rapper, nigga, they're gonna get you. Nigga, I feel like that's where the biggest rap police is.
Me, honestly, I think the best bet was for him. He shouldn't have been in the Bronx shooting a video. If you guys got shot, I don't think you need to be nowhere where you need a gun. I ain't saying you don't need a gun wherever you go, but you was going back to your block, going back to the hood. You got shot in Edgewater, so I understand the paranoia. Like, you got shot in one of the nicest suburbs in New Jersey. I don't think that the smartest thing to do was to be in the hood. Now, second layer, peel it back. Yeah, I would have liked security to be there. That makes more sense. Now, that little $2,000 that you probably could have paid a couple security guards, now you got to fight a case with way more money than that. As for, like you said, the homie putting him through it, I get what you're saying. I ain't saying that's wrong. I can't say that that's wrong. Me personally, if a nigga asked me like what I think about it, I would tell him, no, go hire some professional security. Like, I wouldn't put none of my men through no training to try to be no security for a few months. Like, I told y'all all the time, I need a white man in a suit. I need a white man in a suit or a white man with a fucking bulletproof vest on. Niggas ain't gonna do shit.
Little TJ, like, you know who he is. I like one song, that Ruthless, my shit.
And go to a green screen too. Like, why you gotta shoot the video in the hood? My bad. Keep going.
I mean, like, hindsight is 2020, so like I do the dumbest decisions every day. But I'll say something like hiring security. He maybe thought it was just easier if he don't make enough money to spend that $2,000-3,000 every time. You know, it's easy to say, oh, you gonna do a photo shoot or shoot a video. That's when he supposed to have security with. How many videos did he shoot before where he had the shit on him?
Okay, let me ask you this.
I'm not done. Where he felt comfortable. So it's like, I it's easy to hindsight 2020. I get it.
I'm trying to get him to expound on what your point. That's all I'm trying to get it.
I mean, we'll get back to it though.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What's your question?
All I was trying to ask you was, you gotta remember. All I'm saying is you gotta remember that the nigga has been shot. So do you think that? What you were saying was like basically about the security and, you know, how many videos have I done? I'm asking you, does it make a difference that he's already been shot? So you should know better in that situation? Because you say in hindsight, but is this a hindsight situation where you've already been shot
when
before?
When he was shot, I'm assuming he didn't have a gun with him.
He did. They shot the nigga back. His homie did. But he was already shot up.
Him. Did he have a gun?
I mean, they had guns in the car. They was sitting in the car. And niggas had guns. But they had to drop, I guess.
I mean, yeah. The smartest thing, have security so you don't have to be in that situation. Move smart. Moves legally. But I do understand when niggas be like, I'm not putting my life in another person's hands. I'm always gonna feel more safe. I know I have it on me. If that's the case, hey, lifestyle you choose.
I think that's a dumb move.
It's the lifestyle you choose.
If you do that shit and you catch a charge over it, especially in a state where you can't have a gun, hey, whatever consequences come with it, you chose that shit.
3 to 5 years. Ex Mexico.
And that's not accessory.
I mean, he definitely gotta live with it. I think
hopefully you beat it if they did a unlawful search. I hope you get off that way.
Yeah, I don't know if he's guilty or not.
Some crooked ass Crocs.
I don't know if he's guilty or not, but you know you in New York, home to hip hop cops. He's already been, even before he got shot, he was getting pulled over for guns. And he was getting pulled over for shit like weed and all kind of crazy shit. So this ain't his first rodeo like involving the cops. I say that. So I just feel like to me it's not a hindsight situation. It's just like you ain't learning from I ain't even say mistakes, the events that's happened in your life, consequences in your life. I feel like, damn, maybe you should like not play the block so close after getting the second chance in life. That's how I look at it. Chi-Chi says, I understand his process. What's it say? Procession. But he should have been on his P's and Q's. I don't know what she's trying to say. He got a second chance at life. Got to be smarter about his moves. Yannick said, why are you in Clubhouse arguing, period?
He's literally the most famous nigga. Him and that's what he do. Him, his manager, and Wack. They run Clubhouse.
I get that.
He probably got some money in that shit.
But that shit just wasn't smart. I think he got out of character because a nigga was trying on. This nigga went back to the street ways, and that's why he said what he said. He was like, "Oh shit!" And then I guarantee.
She said
you,
possession. Okay, I got you.
I guarantee you, this nigga got there.
Possession.
When 21 realized what he said, that nigga probably was beating himself up in the head. Like, God damn.
I can guarantee he probably woke up the next day and was like, "Damn, I was really tripping."
You guarantee?
Before he even looked at his
even if he was lying, I think that there's a part of him that was like, "Man, I shouldn't even said nothing." Like,
why let them niggas get me out of character? Because that nigga been quiet.
Yeah, even if it was like I'm just capping, but I'm trying to save face for the internet. Like, I don't know if that was smart.
Possibly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
So, but yeah, okay.
Man, who we got next, man? What's up?
The most demonic rapper ever.
The best rapper ever.
You know, they've already been putting bodies on him since his death. You know, if you really like follow the Chicago rapper scene, a lot of this shit niggas already knew, but like I guess the police and the paperwork is being leaked.
Hey, bro.
So
let me tell you what this remind me of right now.
What does it remind you of?
You know how they talking about allegedly thugging them got all these bodies? I feel like they tried to build a case on King Von, but he died before they could take this nigga to court. Mm-hmm. You know how they said that he had like 30 bodies on Thug and YSL and all that shit for years?
Yeah.
I feel like they had the shit on Von. They were just building it up. They were still trying to build it up.
Mm-hmm. And he already went to jail for murders and 2 attempts.
Right.
No, I feel what
I'm saying, but like, I feel like they were just trying to like...
If he never died, like...
They were he'll be in jail right now.
You know what I'm saying? They were still working on cases. They was still...
Well, it depends. If it's like a federal case, like, I can agree with that. In Chicago, it's a history of everybody beating bodies. It's like that. I think that there's so much crime going on in Chicago that they can't keep up to focus on one case. So that's why niggas beat the cases. But Von in his instance, Von is just a demonic ass nigga, to be honest with you.
Demonic? I disagree.
That nigga's a demonic ass nigga, bro. He went to a party and shot at some niggas. He shot a nigga that witnessed it. He killed that nigga.
Allegedly.
He killed that nigga. He rapped about it. That nigga killed that nigga. I don't care whatever. He killed that nigga. And then the only witness that they had that said a little something to the police, he ordered that nigga because he knew that nigga. That was his homie from his old hood before he moved to O Block. He got that nigga killed by some O Block niggas, bro. That's some movie shit, bro.
Alleged.
That nigga said, I done seen hits from my city. That nigga talk about it in all the music.
It's still alleged until you can prove it.
Yeah, all right. Listen, it's some people like that. I can say alleged. But anyway, King Von specifically, allegedly, now this is just a witness statement right here. But people have found a witness statement in the federal case right now with the O Block federal case. And they were saying that Von put out a 50K hit on FBG Duck. Niggas wasn't moving fast enough. He had to up the motivation. So he said, nigga, I'm giving niggas 100. So it was 5 niggas. He gave them all 20K a piece. And then he bought the whole hood, O Block chains, and then he flew them out to Atlanta the next day. Right? So, I don't know. I guess one of the questions I want to ask, because I was arguing with somebody about this at work. They were saying, like, one person was saying that they think Von is just a product of his environment. And someone's like, no, that nigga's just a sick individual. Me personally, I said I think it's a little bit of both. But I lean more to, I think he's a product of his environment that introduced him to murder, but he's sick.
That nigga's a demon.
He's more sick than anything.
That nigga is a demon, not sick. That nigga is a demon, a serial
He's
killer.
Lucifer in human form.
He is like he's he's a scary, like he's O-Dog.
That nigga worse than O-Dog.
Damn. I'm being serious. Like, I was having a conversation with my coworkers and like older niggas, and then niggas was like, R.I.P. King Von. It was like, a nigga resting in the house. Like, wow, how you gonna say some shit like that? He was like, bro, that nigga was a menace to society. Like, if he wasn't, take away the music, take away the persona, just put a picture of that nigga, and then to a documentary. He's Jeffrey Dahmer without the gay sex. Like, your nigga was a menace, bro.
That nigga was infatuated with murdering.
Like,
They said
he's a menace.
Have you heard some of the stories where niggas is like, yo, it's 6 a.m. and like Von is up doing push-ups and then putting on his book bag. Now he done dropped out of high school. He putting on his book bag and his ID, so like he just look like a student, so he can go kill niggas.
Like, to me, I listen to music, but it wasn't until I was YouTube documentaries. But when some of them, like, people, you in the rabbit hole.
Mike, what's happening, Mike? Y'all hit that like button.
But when them shits, like timeline and shit, because people don't forget, Twitter wasn't like as police back in the day as it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas used to, a murder happen, and then they go to his Twitter, and he's posting about it in a not so vague way. It's like, oh shit. It ties him to so many. Like, he was a menace, bro.
Bro, the nigga.
It's compelling. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It's compelling. But he was a menace.
Did you see when Academics interviewed him the day before he died? He interviewed him on Instagram Live. He says, he asked him about like FBG Duck and just like, you know, better in the community and stuff. And the nigga goes, yeah. No, he said, how did you feel when you heard about FBG Duck? I don't even know why Academics said that, like why he asked that question. Cause he know why. Academics is a funny ass nigga. Real quick side note, cause that nigga like now, if you watch his streams, whenever he talk about Chicago, he acts clueless, like he don't know nothing, like he wasn't the Chiracologist. That's not what put him on. Like that's the crazy part. But anyway, he asked him how did he feel about like, you know, the death of FBG Duck, and the nigga was like, man, it hurt my soul, man, it hurt my heart, man. That shit really, like, I couldn't sleep at night. And then he put the phone down and started laughing. And started laughing. And then fixed the phone back up and was like, yeah, what you said, gang?
That nigga was a demon, bro.
Come on, bro. This nigga was different, bro.
He was different.
I ain't gonna lie. Yes, he deserved to die. And I hope he burns in hell. That nigga deserved to get put down. I ain't gonna lie. And I like this music. That nigga need to be put it down, bro.
That nigga just held.
That nigga was supplying guns back. He was using his robber money.
The nigga was giving chains to the killers.
And supplying money for guns and shit back to the block.
Oh, the old blocks. No, he was a chief.
This nigga goddamn just made sure his employees was goddamn paid properly.
Wait, I wasn't prepared.
His employees was paid properly. As long as they completed their jobs.
And their jobs was not criminal.
Hey, I ain't say all that.
Okay.
They got 401k.
If you went to jail, your family was taken care of. Like I said, bro. Hey, bro, fuck a W-2, nigga. We ain't taxing shit. It's taxation of Vaughn, all right?
Listen,
he made sure everybody was
all
good.
that is fine and dandy. That nigga deserved to die.
No, he didn't.
That nigga deserved. That nigga Vaughn is looking up. That nigga Vaughn is looking up at us right now like, damn, I wish I was goddamn having fun at O Block right now killing niggas.
If Vaughn died the worst way.
Said looking up.
He damn sure ain't looking down. He ain't looking down at shit.
Bro, this is the man of God, bro. Like,
yeah, all right.
God forgive all sins.
What if heaven was hell and vice versa? That's the only time he a man of God.
Hey, they said God forgive all sins, bro.
Like, that shit.
Nah, he ain't forgiving that.
For a nigga to actually like rap about she live. Chicago niggas, a lot of niggas, like, he's the most famous. I'm sure a lot of them niggas was like that.
He's the realest drill artist, you would say.
But to me, it's like, that nigga different, bro. Like, obviously I wasn't there. I don't know for sure. But it's like, shit I seen, shit I read, shit I, like.
Okay, I got.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me be serious. If this nigga really did everything they say he did, damn,
wild.
I would. He got a home.
Would you be more scared?
He got his own funeral.
Three niggas, right? Mm-hmm. 3 niggas, and you had to respect the stories that you heard.
Put it in order.
I'm just gonna name 3 random niggas: Jay Prince, Suge, King Von. Who are you more scared of?
Everything you believe is true.
Niggas be saying Jay Prince, and like I read his book.
If everything, oh my bad, go ahead.
My bad. I was just saying like niggas be saying Jay Prince, and I read his book and everything, but like I ain't never seen him lay a hand on nobody.
He'll be laughing.
I'm just saying, if you talk about the hits,
no, I'm saying why if you notice, I think that was just a thing of his generation, right? Like I don't think nobody put it like this. You don't see the younger generation or like the generation, like they came in like late 80s, early 90s. Yeah. You don't see any that generation is scared of Jay Prince.
No, I'm gonna be real. If we go back to our very first episode, Watch Your Tone, Jay Prince was on the docket and we was like, chill out, don't say nothing crazy. we know what Jay Prince his legacy is, but compared to the other two niggas, Jay Prince would be last. I'll be worried about extortion, getting my chain robbed, and him trying to like get money out of me, hustle me, rather than kill me.
Okay.
Suge Knight would be second. That damn Vaughn be first.
But we also gotta say this. I agree with what he's saying, but you also gotta agree with this too, though. Like, you also gotta think about it like this. Jay Prince is not known for allegedly. Now, I don't know how he gets shit. Maybe that's something that I'm not too knowledgeable of.
We only going off the legacy.
Yeah.
Even the rumors
I know. I'm going with this. I'm saying Jay Prince comes off more to me as like a man with respect, like where he
What you gotta do?
Where he's gonna be a gentleman about it, and if something doesn't happen, then maybe he might apply some pressure. Suge Knight, his first inclination is just to apply pressure, right? He not gonna come step to you as a gentleman. Like he's gang affiliated. He gonna step to you like that. King Von is just a reckless killer, a nigga who should have never got out of jail because he got niggas killed. He's a killer. None of them niggas, from what we know, are killers. Now they might have killers around them. They have niggas that's gang affiliated around them. King Von was getting his hands dirty, and that's a fact.
All right, let me ask one more question. If you let's take Jay Prince out that equation, who would you add in there to be on the same level as King?
Bro, I don't think that there's ever been a rapper as real as King Von, and I don't mean real like in a good way. Like I mean that shit like. When I say real, I mean everything he's ever rapped about is what he really did, is what really happened. He literally hints about you can, whether he's exaggerating or not, everything he says derives from a situation. You know, Chicago, the way that they tell themselves, everything's documented. So it's not just like it's not making sense. The nigga said, I done sent hits from my cell. Niggas have a story where they're alleging that he sent a hit from his cell, and that's how he beat a murder. The niggas talking about, he said, and I killed bitches like K.I. K.I. is a female assassin who he murdered.
Yeah, I know.
Like there is a story associated with every King Von lyric. He is the realest rapper in terms of authenticity. What he raps about, he's done. Allegedly.
Crazy story ain't so crazy.
I ain't gonna lie to you, and I listen to that shit, and that shit like gets me through my workday.
Listen, ain't nobody else said it wasn't
he's
him.
Great.
I like storytellers, and I like.
But you know what? That's
physically he's great.
That's what.
But it's like R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
But that's what a serial killer like. That's why they say Jeffrey Dahmer, right? And I don't want to compare him to Jeffrey Dahmer, but like they saying like.
I already did.
They saying like Jeffrey Dahmer, right? Usually serial killers have some type of like. Pizzazz, some type of like
there's something that's compelling to that shit.
Yeah, like if you watch Von in his interviews, he give great interviews. He just he can make you like him. Like he's likable. But he's dangerous as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, two things can be true.
Yeah, like he just has that it factor. He was a star. It's just I wish he would have been rapping before he got into killing. You know what I'm saying? So I think to say this, I think he is a product of his environment. But I think he's more of just a sick individual more than anything.
The environment's a product of him. God damn, that nigga a demon.
I think the environment is what led him into finding out his passion, and his passion was stepping on shit. Yeah,
I think that nigga could have been in Gwinnett. It would have been in.
So with that being said, he allegedly, you know, he's the one who put the hit on FBG Duck. Should FBG Duck should have known not to play with him?
Yes.
Like, do we put the...
That's the fucking boogeyman.
It's Chicago, bro.
It's the boogeyman. Why
that's one thing I will say about the environment. That's Chicago. Niggas getting killed.
Like, that's what niggas... That's just what niggas do.
Nigga is. Like, he might be a demon, but he ain't the only one that's a demon out there.
Yeah. Because there's demons on his side, too.
There's demons on his side, too. So
yeah,
like,
nigga, that's the biggest demon that this nigga probably knew. And he played
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Allegedly, like, you know, they you know, I mean, you know, they go back to high school. Think about it, too, though. Like... You know niggas, you might know a nigga that's dangerous, but if you known that nigga since, even if he is an op, but y'all known each other for like
there's a sense
10, 11 years.
With nigga
personal,
you know. Like even like if you was a stranger, oh shit, but that nigga could be a killer, you know him. I know that. I know that since kindergarten. Yeah. Your mind don't tell you that.
Nigga, I not like that. I know niggas right now to this day, right? If some shit popped off between me and them niggas, I'm not playing with them. I'm just gonna let them niggas have that shit because I know
Chi, that's his passion.
Demons, bro.
Killing is his passion.
Like these niggas is fucking demons, and I know they passed. I know the shit they done.
See,
and they got caught with. I would leave these particular niggas
I got
alone.
into it with a so-called.
Well, you one of the smart ones though. But think about it. If you FBG Duck and you feel like you a demon yourself, and you feel like other niggas around you is demons as well.
Yeah, I don't
because they killing shit too.
I could be a demon, but that's the devil. I'm gonna leave the devil alone because nigga, I'm a demon. I'm gonna fuck with everybody else. But this one here, I'm gonna make
From
sure.
the outside looking in, I agree with you. I ain't fucking with that devil. If I'm in that jungle, I'm just a kill away from becoming.
Nigga, have you ever been to
Imagine.
You know that there's niggas who there's niggas who weren't rappers.
You didn't hear what I said. Me, hell no, I ain't fucking with that nigga. If I'm Duck and I'm from there, I'm not scared of no other man. That nigga can die the same way I can.
There's two niggas in Chicago.
It just happened that he died first.
Go Google 051 Melly and go Google Mad Max. Them niggas have more bodies than mine. So he's right in a sense where it's like, nigga, we know killers too, nigga.
We know killers
like,
too.
We know niggas from that side too.
Be scared of
I'm not finna be
everybody a one-man killer.
Those niggas is one-man killers too.
He wasn't a one-man killer. He had a crew with him. Yeah, them niggas took losses.
No. I'm saying
he was killing shit with T-Roy.
Check the scoreboard.
T-Roy.
He was in jail crying.
T-Roy taught him how to kill.
I'm talking about his personal.
That was his best friend, right?
I'm talking about King Von's personal scoreboard, right? Of the niggas that he killed.
He's saying as a person, he should have been smarter.
It's like, bro, come on.
Maybe that nigga look different.
You said
let's kill his shooters.
Not him.
Let's tread lightly before we.
Who's to say FBG Duck didn't have a hit out on one?
Okay, he could have, but damn, nigga. This nigga's a killer himself.
Duck
ain't killed nobody that we know about.
I just don't think that it's right to say he should have known not to fuck with Von.
I'm not saying. I feel like he should have moved differently.
He thought he was moving different.
He died, of course, but he didn't even. He died in like.
He died in the Gulf Coast, like the goddamn I hate to say it because Vlad always say it, but like the Rodale Drive.
Like it was just on an op saw him. He got caught lacking.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Funkmaster Flex.
That's the last one.
Funkmaster Flex says, "What's everyone's opinion? I'm no longer not playing 6ix9ine music. Obviously, according to the reports, the trend amongst a lot of current rappers since and before 6ix9ine consists of cooperating and testifying. Be clear, many of your favorite artists cooperate with law enforcement. Don't let me call names. Man, who we kidding? It seems that these new rappers ain't doing 10 to 20 years with/for nobody. They not even doing 5 years. Shmurda, Roddy Rebel, Fetty Wap, Boosie, and Young Thug are the last of a stand-up tradition."
Funk Flex, that's probably the best thing you said in the past 10 to 20 years. It's the only shit that made sense. Like, I understand the nigga, he canceled the nigga, stopped playing his music for a reason. But at this point, snitching has changed definition, even in shit that I may agree or not agree with on this podcast. The shit has changed. So, hey, you might as well play that nigga music now at this point, because everybody's snitching. And the niggas that he named are the last niggas publicly that we know of that goddamn stand on the code.
I think that nigga's job is to be a DJ in a radio station, not to play politics in the streets. So yeah, in a sense, he's right, but I think he should have never been did that shit anyway. Let the people, let the radio, let the music, like if the ratings ain't, like if niggas is switching the radio when they play that song, they got all the analytics, you know what and what not to play.
But I mean, so New York, it's a little different. They.
I mean, I get it, but that goes. All I'm saying is that goes to show that, like, when Academics was going back and forth with niggas like Ebro and shit, who's the program director at Hot 97, who's like the ambassador or something at Apple Music, it goes to show that Academics was right. If they don't like you, they'll block you. They'll blackball you. And he was trying to act like that shit wasn't possible, like it didn't happen. But it just goes to show, like he's saying, like I'm literally like lifting the band from this nigga. Which the logic, I guess, from the sense of like I'm unbanning it, it does make sense, because are you gonna go and go back in time and the niggas that you knew snitched in New York that was rapping in the 90s and the 80s or the 2000s, are you going to go back and ban their discography? No. So I agree with what he did. I mean, it's not like 6ix9ine got any hot music out anyway, so I mean, what you really going to play? You know, the old joints, yeah, probably. Maybe in the 5 o'clock mix, but...
Oh, yeah, I told this with Brandon. There's stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
You playing street politics and the DJ radios, like, music, play it.
And you're not even a street
nigga. And if you, especially if you're not a street nigga, why are you worried about who's snitching, who's real life? 6ix9ine ain't the first nigga. 6ix9ine is not the only nigga that's snitching that music you play.
Yeah.
So why are you making it such a big deal? It's not gonna, like, your average listener does not care. I'll say that. Your average listener does not care. The music was not gonna be like, oh my God. Like, it's a story at the end of the day. So I feel like nigga doing this shit for clout.
I guarantee they play Gun of the Day on Hot 97.
It's niggas doing shit for clout, like, which I understand. You gotta push all. You making a statement. It's all
entertainment. It's all I think at this point, I think that's what he's trying to do. He's just trying to sell some entertainment. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, he's trying to sell some entertainment.
Selling entertainment.
What up, Carlin, man? Where the you been at, man?
Pull up to the podcast, girl.
Shout out to Carlin. I gotta drop a Funk Flex bomb while we talking about funk.
Bit Carlin.
Shout out to Carlin and
Carlito.
I'm just saying with some
Chi said at the end of the day, it's a matter of saving yourself once you get locked up. Some people aren't strong enough mentally to let themselves stay in prison when they know they haven't out. I agree. She said, well, me personally can't say what we would do until we're in that kind of situation. Yeah, no, I wanted to take a different direction because we've been arguing about what snitching, what niggas would do for the last couple weeks. I just thought that Funk Flex, I think that he was a little out of bounds for even doing the ban, period. For me personally, like, I get it. Maybe it's more so the ban. I can feel it maybe so because 6ix9ine was beefing with Hot 97 at the time. Maybe it's because of that. Maybe that has something to do with it. He burned his bridges. But to say that I banned him just because he snitched is like, nigga, that ain't got nothing to do with you in your profession. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just me. But what I do respect, though, is that the nigga saying, like, up front, like, nigga, I'm gonna ban this nigga because I don't like him. Like, don't get up there and lie and say, like, I'm not banning him. I didn't do, you know, a lot of niggas that say they don't know what they talking about. So maybe I can appreciate that aspect. Last time before we get to what scenario, real quick, give me y'all playoff pick'ems this week, man. NFL games.
Like sports. Oh my! You said what?
Yeah. Give me y'all playoff picks real quick, man.
Well, I don't know about y'all fuck niggas. My Super Bowl pick before the season started was San Francisco 49ers and the Ravens. Ravens is gone.
Mm-hmm.
So this week I'm going to pick San Francisco over Dallas. I'm going to pick the Eagles over the Giants, but I'm not confident in that.
Jay Perez, what's going on?
And then I'm going to pick on the AFC. I'm going to say Bengals and Kansas City.
Okay. So that's your pick'ems for this week. Who you got?
Chiefs, Bills, Cowboys, Eagles.
You got the Bills beating the Bengals, and you got the Chiefs beating the Jaguars, Cowboys beating the Niners, Eagles beating the Giants.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got. If I had to do an upset alert, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
I definitely think the upset alert is the Eagles losing. I think that's the upset alert. But I do think that I think they're gonna end up winning. But that's my pick with that.
I hope they lose.
I think that the Cowboys are gonna lose convincingly. Unfortunately, I hate to say that about the squad. So? I think they lose by like 10 to 14. 10 to 14 points. I think they lose by 10 to 14. And I think that I think the Bills ain't them for real. So I think that Cincinnati, we get a replay of Cincinnati versus Kansas City. We all know Pat Mahomes is the best quarterback in the world. So I automatically put him in the Super Bowl. Like, if we fill out a bracket, I put him in the Super Bowl, and then I go.
Now, yeah, I remember at the beginning of the year who I said I thought the Super Bowl was going to be.
What'd you say?
Bills versus Cowboys.
Okay.
She said, I'm from Buffalo and the Bills sucked my whole life until now. Nah, Carla, they went to 3 Super Bowls in a row. Carla.
Grisella?
Griselda.
Hey, yo.
They went to 3 Super Bowls. Now, they lost 3 in a row, but they went to 3 Super Bowls in a row. Four in a row and lost.
Hey,
Okay.
If Kansas City play Buffalo, do y'all want to go to the game?
What you mean?
Because it's here.
It's in Atlanta.
How?
Just
Neutral site
because of the weather?
Because Buddy got hurt.
When dude got hurt.
So how they make it? I'm
We talking about that after camera.
Oh, because of the records?
Yeah.
Like,
So they had to play on neutral site. So y'all want to go?
of course, nigga. Why wouldn't I?
$90. That's it.
I don't like live games like that.
Shit. All right.
You ain't been to the suite yet, huh?
No, never.
All right.
It's time for that. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. Say what? Say what? What's the scenario?
Hey.
All right. Cut and sticky.
Sticky.
Cousin Sticky, best friend of 35 years, passed away. Cousin Sticky actually paid for the funeral because his homie didn't have any life insurance. Sticky did not attend the funeral because he doesn't do funerals. The family feels away because they wanted Sticky to speak and be a pallbearer at the funeral. Do they have a right to be upset with Sticky?
Fuck no. Because you can't get mad at me if I don't do funerals, but I did my part to make sure the funeral was taken care of. I did everything to make sure financially it was there. And I personally don't do that. And I will do something personally at the grave site when ain't nobody there. You can't get mad at me if I don't do funerals. Because I won't make it to a lot of niggas' funerals because I don't personally do funerals. I didn't go to certain close family members' funerals recently because I don't do funerals no more because I'm funeraled out. And you just got to take that shit on the chin.
I look at it both ways. Like in the bigger, to answer the question, he's not wrong for not doing funerals. That's a trauma. Yeah, mental health is serious. Like that could be something that he just can't deal with. But I understand as a family. It's just like, bro, that's your closest partner.
But he already paid for it.
It's not about the money.
35 years.
It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. We're not mad at you or glad. It's about like that moment, right? Because I've been to one funeral my whole life. Right, I wasn't good with funerals. Wasn't even the right family. But I can understand why you want somebody to speak or say something because that's the lasting memory for you for closure. And I get it, but it's unfair for the family to say that. It's unfair.
It's unfair for them to say
but just because something's unfair doesn't mean I can't empathize with you. But
I'm saying because you don't understand how hard that shit, nigga. I done spoke at a few funerals and that shit hard.
It's terribly hard. So I don't want them to be like,
especially like, all right. So say he had all intentions of coming, but you pressure me to speak. Now you even pushing me further away from even wanting to come.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't want to say that they pressured him. I'm saying I think the question is just saying that they felt the way.
And they're okay feeling the way. They're allowed.
I'm not saying that they pressured.
You can be upset. You can be upset, but you gotta understand. I really wish you would have came, but I understand.
That's my type. Yeah, that's how I feel.
No, I agree. I think that it's unfortunate. I understand not doing funerals. It's okay for him to feel away. I just wouldn't necessarily be on his head top about it. But I get it. I'll be like, I wish he would have came. Because me personally, I can't, because Sticky's his own person, allegedly. But me, if I had a friend for 35 years, I'm going to the funeral. But that's just me. Not everybody do the same thing. You know what I mean? So I get it. I get it. I mean, he paid for it too. He paid for it, and I definitely would advise you to shut the fuck up.
I would want you to be there.
Yeah.
I would want you to be there. And I get it. I would feel some type of way if you're not there. But I'm not gonna bash.
I'm not gonna hold a grudge.
I'm not gonna hold a grudge. I just feel
especially if you pay for it.
Especially if you explain your reason.
I don't care if you pay for it.
No, I'm saying, say you paid for it and you explain. Look,
I'm saying like it was a situation where they couldn't afford it.
I just don't feel comfortable.
If he had money, they're back.
No, we're saying that they couldn't afford a funeral.
My thing is like,
and he paid for the funeral.
But if you address,
he just said I can't come.
But to me,
if you address the family, it doesn't matter.
No, we get that. I'm
talking from a family member. I get it. I can't afford it, and his best friend paid for it. So it's not like.
Well, if he addressed you and just like, yo, honestly, me mentally and physically, I cannot handle this.
I still want you there.
Chi said
I would want to agree with you.
Chi said funerals are definitely a preference. I struggle with them myself, but I cannot bring myself to go unless it's an immediate family to pay my respects. Carla says, I feel that beat ever since Pete. I couldn't do it no more.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I understand. I definitely understand. Like I don't think necessarily nobody's wrong, but I just think that
I'm not gonna like fucking set the flames to the family for feeling the type of way.
If I'm sitting next to Cousin Sticky and he's telling me, man, I ain't going to that funeral, bro. I don't do funerals. I would tell him, you know, the family gonna feel away. I'm just letting you know that. You should
address the family.
That's what I'm about to say. Maybe you should let them know ahead of time, like, hey, bro, I just can't do it.
I feel like if he paid for it, he already done said something to the fan.
No, you need to address the family.
I don't think you just paid for it and then just not show up about the blue.
You should address the family.
This is a scenario, so just, you know.
But either way, you should tell them. That's how I feel.
All right. Did you add this one on here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he
Who
did.
was your son? Did you mean to put that part?
Yo, son.
That's the name. That's his name.
Just read it.
I'm trying to. I don't know.
I promise you, just read
Yo,
it.
son, Jimmy.
Okay.
Your
son Jimmy has a girl. Your son Jimmy has a girlfriend named Pam, and they are both seniors in high school.
Who is your son? Just read it.
Cause the way you type it is
just read it.
I'm trying to. Y'all won't shut up while I'm reading. Shit.
Okay.
He should have read. Hey. He need to read this shit.
Just read it. Just read it. I'm telling you.
Your son Jimmy. I'm gonna read it how you type it.
Just read it exactly how I type it. It'll work.
Your son Jimmy has a girlfriend named Pam, and they both seniors in high school. Pam has a guy best friend that she made a promise with that they would go to prom together. Jimmy asked you how should approach this.
Any more context, or you got it?
I was just trying to fix the grammatical errors. My bad, bro.
So basically,
it's a lot of grammatical errors.
You know I ain't do this shit?
No, I'm talking about him.
Oh.
Actually, I'm talking about him talking about me. But
okay. Because this nigga kept up. But anyway, basically, look here. I'm going to tell my son like this, bro. Y'all made this promise early on in high school.
That actually happened to me before, not for prom.
What happened? Speak on it. Wait. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, basically, it's just like, you got to talk to your son like, look, bro. You got a girl, right, in this situation?
Yeah.
It's just promise you made to a girl you met when you was 14 and you 18 years old now. Worth the risk of you losing the girl that you with because you just want to go to prom and have you want one night to ruin your whole relationship, because if you do this, you set the trend for your life of being out at the club and meeting a girl for one night, lose what you got at home that you done had for years. So you putting yourself in a situation, but you're young enough to make your own decisions to say, look, how serious is this?
Are you wait? So are you explaining that like the son is going?
The son is going.
I thought the girl was saying that she's going with.
Oh shit! I said it wrong.
Yeah. Jimmy is your son, and Jimmy's girlfriend. I'm doing
too much fucking laughing when I'm trying to read this hooked on funny shit.
I wrote the hooked on funny shit. So Jimmy's girlfriend is telling Jimmy, her best friend is taking her to prom.
Hey, bro.
What do you tell your son?
This your girl. Let her make her own decisions. If she want to go out there and fulfill this 9th grade dream and y'all seniors, hey, nigga, step back. Is this really the one you want to be with, nigga? You about to go to college.
That's in there? It was like a 9th grade pact they made?
It says that. Or
I don't see that on there.
I promise you.
Freshman. Somewhere in there. Basically,
no, it doesn't say that.
Reread it.
Jimmy's girlfriend.
It says your son Jimmy has a girlfriend named Pam, and they both seniors in high school. Pam has a guy best friend that she made a promise with that they would go to prom together. Jimmy asked how you should approach this. That's all it says.
It happened in 9th grade, nigga. Whatever.
I'm trying to get the context behind it.
So the promise was they made this promise in 9th grade that they was gonna go to prom together. So at this point, if y'all together, nigga, who you supposed to go together with in your senior prom? Your girl just supposed to go with her best friend? Hey, nigga. Put the choice in her hands, let her make that decision. And based off that, you know what type of girl you got. Do you want to keep doing this shit? Or you don't? Is she coming back home with you right after the prom or not? Alright, so she can go with her best friend, go with your best friend to prom. You gotta go with somebody.
How you feel? Your son Jimmy come to you and tell you
I had this happen before.
his girlfriend, his best. Your son Jimmy come to you and tell you that his girlfriend says that she has a best friend as a guy. They made a promise in 9th grade. Everyone promised each other. It's 12th grade. And he asked you, "What should I do, Dad?" I feel the type of way.
I had this happen before. Low key.
What
It wasn't like the same context. You out? All right. I used to date a girl my senior year, and when we was dating, okay, so I guess before we was dating, she was like super cool with a nigga, another nigga, and they had already made a decision to go to prom.
Mm-hmm.
Not prom, but homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
And and so then she came up to me and was like, I think we might have just broke up, but it was like a fake breakup. You know what I'm saying? Like we was, we were still like talking to each other and shit. Like we were still kind of item, just low key not together. And she hit me one day with I know that, you know, we supposed to probably be going to homecoming together, but I made a promise to this person that I was going to homecoming with them way before we was ever even together. I'm really lost right now. I don't want to seem like a flake, but I also don't want to, you know, fuck you over. And I specifically told her, I said, go with him.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does your answer change if y'all was in a great place? With no fake breakup?
I still would have said go with him. We weren't together like super long. So.
But, let's say y'all.
I just know me. I know me personally.
Let's say y'all was together super long.
Yeah.
You think
me personally, who I am?
Senior year Justin would have been like, go with him?
Bro, it would have been even worse. If it's my senior year and you talking about a pack from 9th grade, I would have been like, go with him. Because clearly that means more to you. The disappointment of you not going with this person.
The fact that she even brought it up.
Yeah, that like you should. That should have been handled. I shouldn't even had to know about that. You feel me? In my personal opinion, that's what I tell my son. I'd have been like, you shouldn't even have to know about that. The fact that she asking you about that lets you know that she's still interested, or, you know, even if she's not interested.
Whatever it is, it's important enough for her to bring it up to you.
Yeah, like that shit would have been handled. Because had you said that shit,
she wouldn't go for it.
She ain't going for it, son. And like, son, plus, son, you probably, it's another, you can always go by yourself. You can always go by yourself.
So your son asks you, like, he's asking you all these questions. Jimmy says, like, should I bring it up?
She said you gotta throw a brick through her front door. We ride it down. That's a fact. The fuck?
So Jimmy said, should I bring it over her?
Son, I can't tell you what to do, but I tell you.
I'm asking you, Dad.
Son, I can't tell you what to do, but this is what I tell you. You let some shit like that slide. You let some shit like that slide one time, you gonna be ran over the rest of this relationship. That's what I'm telling you. Like, she may really just have a good heart like that and really want to do that. Yeah. But you can't let that slide. That's just what it is. You can't let that slide.
I would ask my son. Jimmy asked me this. I would say,
son, you green right now. You in high school. You green.
I would say you're green. I would say if I was in your position, I can handle it. But in hindsight, do you know your girl? Do you think she's just trying to uphold something small? Like, you know your girlfriend. Like, it is. Do you feel like this is some shit like you always had a problem with this nigga, or is it some shit like you know her heart? She's a good person. She just that nigga that made a promise. And it won't be nothing after this. If you can handle that, then do it. If you can't handle that, then you need to tell her you can't handle that.
Son, I ain't even saying she a bad person. She could be. If I'm the uncle and you the dad, you saying, yo, few. I ain't even listen. Bump with your daddy.
The uncle gotta be more player though. They ain't player.
Yo,
they ain't player.
That is player. Few. Bump what he talking about, right? I'm gonna tell you this. If you let it slide, it don't matter what her intentions is. She could very well be a very good person, and she might not realize what she's doing right now, but you got to make her realize the error of her ways right now.
I don't know if I agree.
You aren't going to be respected if you let this slide.
I don't know if I agree.
You will not be respected.
That's possible.
You will not be respected. Her friends ain't going to respect you.
Friends ain't gonna respect
they going to tell her, why you fucking with that nigga? He let you do that?
Damn sure not going to respect you.
You let him do that?
But the girl, she still might. Still might.
Fuck that. Chi right? She said, I say pull up with somebody better. She gonna regret that big time. Not finna hurt my child feelings and get away with it. I agree. The fuck?
Y'all niggas
The fuck? They thought this shit was sweet. That ain't even no savage shit. It's just the principle. Like you pulled, like you said.
If a nephew, the friends.
Because if that's the case, why'd you even agree with us to even go? Why'd you even in a relationship? If you needed to go, if your 9th grade promise, like the nigga you going with, he can't get nobody else? Is that serious to you?
Hey, man.
Fuck out of here.
Damn, daddy.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Damn, daddy.
Fuck out of here. Son, I'll slap the shit out you. You go out if you go out with that girl to that motherfucker. So you gonna go, so you mean to tell me, son, this is what you about to do. This is what you're telling me. You about to watch your bitch from the other side of the room while you getting punched. You about to watch your bitch slow dance with her date. And they matching colors. They got matching colors on.
All right, all cap aside.
Come on, bro.
I've seen scenarios where prom groups as friends, where somebody go with somebody just. It's not that. It's not always that deep.
Nah, you gonna feel away.
Always that deep,
son. You're going to feel away.
As long as your
prom, this is your prom, bro. This is your prom.
Yeah.
And this is your girl. Mm-hmm. You mean to tell me your girl chose to go out with her date, her prearranged date from 9th grade? So you mean to tell me
her best friend?
They planned, put money together, got the limo, all that, and that's your girl. And you finna pull up the prom, hopefully not by yourself. You about to pull up the prom and watch your girl from the other side of the room dance with another nigga. You finna watch your girl win prom queen with that nigga, right? Like, can you even go up to can you go up there and talk to them? Can you fraternize with them? Are you willing to deal with everybody asking you why the fuck you not with your girlfriend?
There's a lot of
why is Thomas with your girlfriend?
Why is Thomas there? What's up? Who's that? I didn't go to
Son, I'll smack the shit out of you if you think that you about to go to prom with this bitch. If you about to let this bitch go to prom and you still be with her. Matter of fact, I'm getting worked up. You better break up with that bitch.
But you said in your scenario,
fuck it.
You said it's okay.
What?
You said in your scenario, y'all was in. Like,
I said go with him. I was saying go with him because it's over. That's what I was trying to allude to. Yes, I was alluding to, like, if you already chose, like, the fact that you're coming to me asking that,
him over me.
You already made your decision.
I thought I was in high school. In hindsight, though,
that's what I'm saying.
It's, to me, this is how I'm being dead honest. The girl can have the most honest intentions, but it's the peer pressure of the friends and everybody asking you. Like, especially if you went to our high school. Damn, nigga!
I'm saying
that's your bitch. Like, niggas gonna kill you for letting your girl dance with another nigga.
Like, imagine.
That's just one.
Imagine, like, when y'all gotta meet up to take pictures before that. The awkward situation you finna be in. Like, are you gonna be in the pictures? Are you gonna be there?
But I would say,
imagine her family.
Bring another girl.
Imagine her family when the wrong nigga come knock on the door to pick her ass up.
They know that's her best friend. It's some friends.
Yeah, they fucking friends. That's what they is.
Nah, man.
Fuck friends.
You and I. What's next?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Then that nigga come. So at the end of the night, now what?
No, that's where you draw the line. Ain't no end of the night. As soon as the light come on, that's it. It's over.
She says, but if we gotta be mature adults, it is high school. I would suggest 2 dates to be reasonable if everyone was open to that. Fuck out of here, Chi.
I agree with Chi.
So she need to pull up with both her niggas, is what you saying. That's what she's saying.
Oh, hell no.
She's saying pull up with 2 niggas.
That's a lame
on both of her arms.
He need to get his own.
Hey, somebody come get this goddamn dog. Michael, get your ass out of here.
This nigga don't. I feel harassed.
All right, is Michael Jackson. All right,
no blanket on.
Jay Perez, she about a little 15 minutes behind. That's fine. She said funerals are hard. My brother didn't even go to my dad's funeral. He couldn't. I know. He just got washed.
He got washed again.
He couldn't see him that way. I understand that, Jay Perez. That's understandable. You know what I mean? It's not for everybody. All right. Would you rather? Chris, you can answer to this too. Would you rather sit back and laugh or run interference for your homie with two girls in the same function, basically? So your nigga got 2 girls in the same function. Would you rather sit back and watch it unfold and laugh, or would you rather hop in and run interference to help that nigga out?
I gotta run it.
Okay.
I'm running interference, bro. Like, but yeah, I'm running interference. But I would say to a certain extent.
If you can laugh, I'll run.
I'm gonna run interference, but I'm not finna like I'm gonna run interference to a certain point. If interference goes to like the point where I gotta like lie, and when I say lie, I don't mean like if I gotta.
So shit is gonna make them hold a grudge against you.
Nah, I'm not gonna. If I just gotta distract you for a minute and make sure he did whatever, I can do that. I run interference. I ain't gonna just sit back and listen.
Carter said going to prom with another nigga is crazy. Chichi said it's the pimping her. I feel
it's
you.
the pimping her.
Listen, I'm gonna say this.
I'm gonna run interference.
Definitely in my younger days, it was interference for sure. And like Chris said, you laugh while doing interference, shit like that. At 30, I don't got the energy. Because when I look back, you know what made me think that? When I look back...
This is a fact.
Look, when I look back...
I'm joking.
When I look back at the interference, while I was running interference, it's usually because a nigga was just being fucking sloppy. Like, he knew that this girl was coming, but he still wanted to invite this girl. Like, when you look back at it, it's like I really shouldn't have been running interference because you kind of knew what you was doing.
But still,
in a lot of situations.
See, how y'all feel about that is how I feel about niggas fighting. Why am I obligated to swing with you if you doing stupid shit?
What you mean? What are you talking about?
Like, niggas be like, oh, like, you came with you get into some nigga shit, and he start fighting, oh, my homie, I got... No, I get that shit, but niggas be doing dumb shit.
I think that's a little different, though.
I don't. I think
so
it's the
you
same
comparing
thing.
running interference
No, I
versus,
feel like
versus a nigga getting a physical
invited two bitches
altercation
to the same spot and didn't realize what he fucked up and he asked you to run interference. Okay, even though you did dumb shit, I think that's the same as if a nigga get into it with somebody and a nigga be like, yo, I don't want no problems, and he say, man, fuck what you got, pour a drink on his shoes. And niggas like, all right, nigga, we got.
I disagree, but I understand what you're saying, and I'm not necessarily saying that that's wrong. What I'm saying is, for sure, back in the day, that's what I would have did. I'm saying, like, now as a 32-year-old man, you should have known better than even make that mistake. So I'm not running interference. I'm just gonna sit back and watch shit happen. Like,
nah, I'm running interference.
I'm done because you know what? A lot of the times I spent most of my night running interference when I could have been having my own fucking fun.
I said to a point, to an extent.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna run interference all night. I'm gonna do my due diligence, and if I feel like it's pointless or it's not working, I'm backing out.
And listen, these niggas, like, you on your own at 32, my nigga. I got other shit.
I'm gonna have my own boy out.
All right, would you rather win the Mega Million Lottery lump sum and everyone knows, or get installments for 30 years and no one knows?
Oh, Justin?
It just depends on the stipulation of the installments. Like, when I die, do the money still come to, like,
no
immediate family?
Oh,
well, I'm taking the money. I'm taking the lump sum.
Hey, everybody knows.
Just moving somewhere. Look, I'm moving somewhere low key.
I'm taking the lumps. I'm taking the installment.
You taking the
I'm
installments?
taking the installment, bro.
I'm taking that lump, nigga. Scheme ass shawty.
Yeah, I'm taking the installments, bro. Like, I'm not gonna spend all that money in 1 year, and I get the whole family.
But
shit.
you can pass that wealth down to your family.
Yeah,
Generational.
I don't plan on dying. You know,
You want to know what's funny? Tell God your plans.
I don't plan on dying, and the guy is funny. So, like, if I die, then what meant to be? Y'all niggas gotta get it. Y'all, the lottery's still there. Y'all little kids can get it.
I'm gonna take the 750 million rather than like the 30 million every year. I'm gonna just take that 750. That's what I'm gonna
give them installments, baby.
Like, I ain't
give them installments and that peace of mind.
I'm scared.
Give me that installments and peace of mind. Nobody know. Because it's not just the niggas you know. It's niggas you don't know. Oh, Justin Alexander got that money?
I'm gonna move somewhere. Me personally, I'm moving somewhere where ain't nobody over there. You feel me? That's
maybe I don't want to do that.
I ain't never really heard of. Well, maybe I'm sure there has been, but I ain't never really heard of lottery winners like. I just know that they be killing themselves and shit like that. A lot of them kill themselves.
Niggas don't talk about that part.
Yeah, a lot of them kill themselves. You know what I'm saying, or blow it all within the first few years. But okay, facts and cap.
You got one more facts and cap. Let's do one more.
You want to do a put in these order two? One of those? Oh. All right, we'll do a facts and cap. Bro, I don't know. Here go another look. Don't find it.
Hey, man, just
FORC.
Fact or cap.
Oh, I ain't never seen it abbreviated like that.
That's literally every single one I do. Literally.
Should kids? You don't always put. Never mind. Should kids be able to legally have sex change surgery? Nah, and it's not because I'm gonna say cap. Not because I don't think that like people be like you don't know if you this or not. Like I wholeheartedly believe that like kids kind of know like their sexuality, right? Now, what I will say is I don't think that it's safe for a body that's not developed all the way. You know what I mean? To be going through that type of stressful surgery on your bodies. That's really my main concern about the situation. Like, I don't think that that's good. Like when I see like on Twitter, like 18, 19-year-old girls getting BBLs, I'll be like, that can't be healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because the body ain't through doing whatever it's supposed to do, in my personal opinion.
There's a lot of data I can throw at, but I think that's the biggest cap. No.
What's the biggest cap?
Let children
change.
changes. And that in itself, like I think there's a bigger conversation, but I'll just leave it as cap. Fuck. This is my vote. The vote is fucking.
What age do you think they should be able to start getting that?
I mean, if you're a grown adult, you can do whatever you want.
So you think 18 and up?
Every grown adult, you do whatever you want. But like in general, like if you look at the suicide rate,
yeah,
and compared to every demographic in history, what's the highest? Okay. Transgender.
Give me 2 minutes, because let's run through these two. Should a high school coach be punished for making players do 400 push-ups? You talking about that story that came out? They said 400 within an hour, right? What, within an hour?
I mean, to me, you could.
Oh, they want him to do like 400 straight push-ups?
Because like you could be.
Yeah, you should.
A
high school coach?
Yeah,
you should.
You should.
Punished? what's the punish to me should be like 5. I mean, they said like a couple kids went to the hospital.
But to me, like I look at this. This is how I look at it. People look at like kids went to the hospital. Kids can go to the hospital for a regular practice, right?
That's true.
So it's like, is the exercise the cause of the hospital?
Yeah, to me it is. I don't think high schoolers should have to be doing 400 push-ups in a row. Like you trying to make them do 400 straight push-ups. Again, that's strainful for a kid's body.
I agree.
Imagine playing soccer and they say you gotta do 400. The fuck does push I gotta do soccer?
Yeah, like exactly 400 push-ups. Football, like come on, bro. Like
soccer's physical.
Think with your legs,
bro. They use their arms in soccer,
bro.
It's a hit.
It's like, one thing
when you separate. It's physical. Soccer's
400 push.
I wondered, like, do they make you like? I don't know what it's like to be a collegiate football player. Have people had to do 400 push-ups in a row in college?
I never really heard of that. It's a lot of push-ups.
I seen Herschel Walker say that he never lifted weights. He always did calisthenics. And he said he do 500. He said like 1,000 a day or something like that. 1,000 a day or something like that. And all his teammates, I seen a video. All the teammates said that nigga's cap.
All the teammates say this cap?
Yeah, like they said it was a story where, like, in training camp, they room together.
Yeah.
He said one of the players said, like, hey, keep the light on. And he was like, why? And he was just staring at him. He was like, what's up? He was like, I want to see you do it. Because they said that's just not.
I said it's 50-50. I'm not saying them niggas lying. I'm saying that nigga Herschel Walker. If one thing that nigga was,
he big as fuck.
That boy good.
Yeah. I'll say this. I can understand it more in
niggas like if Adrian Peterson, Herschel Walker, Bo Jackson say they did something, I'm gonna tell you.
I can understand that more in college and professional sports, but as a kid, like a 15-year-old, 16-year-old on varsity, 17-year-old trying to do
that's OD.
I don't know if the punishment should be necessarily like, oh, this nigga need to go to jail and do time.
Nah, he may be fired.
But definitely like resign, something like that. Yeah, like you made a mistake. Last one. Put these in order. Getting cheated on, getting fired, or getting jumped.
Same thing. Got this.
Which one
Say
do
which
you?
one.
Yeah, just say which one for you is the worst.
Getting cheated on, getting jumped, or what's the other one?
Getting fired.
Getting fired. Fired. Yeah. Which one? What's the order?
She said that's abuse. Be for real. Doing the most when the coaches themselves can't even do 100 push-ups. Mike
Coaches ain't
said.
playing though.
Mike said 400 is crazy.
I'm gonna say.
What did you say, Chris?
He said getting fired, jumped, and cheated on.
Those is worse.
No, like it goes from like the worst is first.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I want to say getting fired, getting cheated on, and getting jumped.
I want to say definitely getting fired. I've been fired before.
That's the worst.
And that was definitely the worst feeling. And I ain't even really had no bills like that. You feel me? Like, it's just, you still feel like your livelihood is just gone from being fired. Like, that's really what it is. Like, being fired. I've never been jumped, but I can imagine having niggas stump you out is worse than being cheated on. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah, it's getting recorded, or like, nigga, you might have to go to the hospital. Niggas beating your ass, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure the physical hurt is worse than the mental hurt behind getting cheated on. I think they all are terrible feelings, but definitely. All right, Chris, put these in order. Respect, loyalty, love.
Loyalty, respect.
Chichi said, a job is a job, get another one. Everyone been cheated on. She said getting jumped. She said getting jumped. I mean, I can understand getting jumped. I don't know. A job is a job, get another one, but shit. Imagine you got a wife and kids or something. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Like, you got, if you got kids or something, then that's definitely gonna be worse. Coming home, telling somebody you got fired. Why you got fired? I didn't get to work on time for the 13th time, and now I'm fired. Yeah. That's gonna be a hard pill coming home telling your wife she gotta pay the bills for a while you go get another job. So it just depends on the context. I guess.
I'm about to say I might need a. It depends how bad the jump is.
That's what I said.
If it's on 8 Mile jump, I can live with that. That nigga was okay. He sat on those stools. He got beat up. He lived. Some jumping. Leave you in the hospital. I'd rather get fired than be jumped in the hospital.
I ain't gonna lie, being jumped was one of my biggest fears, bro. I used to watch niggas get jumped, and I'd be like, hell no,
I ain't trying to get jumped.
I'll just run.
I say one thing.
I'll just run.
Get cheated on is over all that shit.
I'll run, but I'll be back.
Cheat on my ass.
I'll be back, but I'm running.
Get fired. I won't get jumped. You better cheat on me. I live with that.
Yeah, I live with that for sure.
That's definitely the
what
least
you mean
of my worries over getting jumped.
What?
And getting fired.
Nigga, my back hurt right now. Nigga, I can imagine getting jumped.
Hell no, I ain't trying to get jumped.
Like I said, I'll run, but I'll be back with reinforcements.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not trying to get jumped. If I do get jumped, I've been jumped once. It just depends on the jump. Niggas just, beat you up a little bit. If you stomped out without, brain damage, you ain't knocked. If you ain't getting knocked out, you ain't getting no surgery. Your teeth ain't missing. Got a couple bruises, black eye, you sore. I can live with that. But there's other jumps where the niggas, hey,
bro,
yo,
there's niggas we went to school at that look like a mummy, but I ain't gonna say
that. I don't want to get jumped
it's
like
another
that.
one I seen after a homecoming where a nigga got a chair broke across his head, but that's just what it is.
No. Cheat on me.
All right.
Yeah, nigga, fire him.
Last one: respect, loyalty, and love. Put them in these order. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I think loyalty is a form of respect, so I'm gonna say respect first, just from the default of that. Love is just an emotion, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, you can love anybody. You know what I mean? So I guess it's respect, loyalty, love. How you put it? Like, from the best
to best to the worst.
Yeah.
I am going to say loyalty first.
Okay.
Love second, and respect third. I think respect and love can be overrated.
Do you agree with
I don't think
respect
loyalty
and loyalty? Do you agree with loyalty is a form of respect? Do you agree with that?
No.
Okay.
You can respect somebody and not be loyal to them at all. You can respect somebody and not be loyal to them at all.
But
I think you can be
do you think if
loyal-
you're loyal to them, that's showing respect?
In some aspects, yes. In some aspects, yeah. Yeah, in some aspects, but not fully. Like if it's a Venn diagram, they meet in the middle someplace. But there's some aspects of respect that doesn't require loyalty or vice versa. So I'm gonna say loyalty first, love second, then respect. I think respect in that aspect, I'd rather have your loyalty over your respect.
Chris? Loyalty. Chicken, steak, or fish? Put them in order.
Chicken, steak, and fish. Chicken. I might go with that too. Chicken, fish. There's a lot of fish. Actually, I'm gonna go with that. Chicken, fish, steak. Actually,
Chicken.
I'm gonna say chicken, fish. Steak.
I agree with that too.
Now, first, I'm thinking fish. I always think of a general fish, but
Like
you got catfish,
salmon,
you got
catfish,
salmon, all that.
yeah.
All that shit is fish.
You can cook it in multiple ways.
Yeah.
Like way more ways than you cook
Chicken,
steak.
fish, and dumb ass steak.
How y'all eat y'all steak?
I usually eat it well done, like a dumb nigga.
Like a nigga.
But now I done did meat on.
So medium rare,
Yeah.
that's the one that be bleeding and shit.
Medium rare be bleeding.
But they say that like keep all the flavor or some shit.
I mean, like they say that like the rare is the best.
Rare
It's
bleeding.
like it's bleeding, but it's like that's how you supposed to eat your steak, technically. Like they say medium well ain't even like. I have some sophisticated friends. They be like medium well, like the point. Gotta get that shit medium down.
That's
I ain't made my way to medium yet. I'm a
medium down. That's the bloody one.
Really
I mean, like even medium well got some pink in it. Well done is the only one that has no pink.
Interesting.
So I've been waiting medium well. To me, it's like they can say pink, pink, pink. It's not bleeding. You just gotta like I would never.
Pink.
It was just pink. I would never eat rare. I ain't made my way to medium rare yet. I'm on medium well.
I've done medium rare.
What's the most you would pay for a steak on a date? Like a girl, like say you take her,
Ooh.
how much would you pay? Like
No,
when
I
when is it out of bounds?
I don't paid over like overall because it wasn't just a steak,
Like
but
a meal.
I don't pay like $300.
Like for both of y'all, or
Yeah,
I'm
for both of
saying,
us.
like let's say that. Okay, let's just
I
say
don't pay
it's
them $300.
let's say that.
I
there's-
said me and Courtney first date, not first date, but like our expensive date early on,
yeah.
it was like almost $300.
Okay. Damn, that is expensive.
Yeah, it was in Columbus, Georgia. It was in a fancy restaurant. They were hooked up. It was like $200, $300.
That's a Valentine's Day right there, or a
Yeah.
birthday,
It
something
was a
like
nice
that.
date.
Dang,
But like,
you could have bought you 2 pair of shoes,
yeah.
2 pair FO1.
At the time, even
Nah,
though
ain't
I
nothing wrong
was
with
broke, I wasn't like tripping about it because I was like, it's an expensive day.
I mean, that was your girl.
That was my girl. I was trying to treat her. I don't think that was crazy. I heard.
She said medium well is the way I heard. My ad prefer. She's saying well done.
Nah, you can't get well done. No more. That's. There's no point in getting a steak, like paying that much for steak to get it well done. This shit tough is not supposed to be well done. I learned that the hard way. Like once you like
You
start
want something nice and tender.
tender, why you get well done? This shit gonna be tough. Like I was getting like a New York steak rib. I was like, this shit kind of tough. Like, you got it well done.
Jordan's Air Force Ones dunk.
Jordan's Air Force One done.
I knew he was gonna say dunk second.
Yeah, Jordan's first. Easily.
I actually prefer
Force
Air Force
Ones.
Ones first. Actually,
Over J's?
yeah, I'm
Nah.
kind of. I feel like I'm kind of over the Jordan shit. Like I got some Jordans, but like I probably won't ever buy no Jordans like that no more.
Jordan. I can get away with more than
I don't even know enough about dunk But Air Force Ones, like to me, is all white ones, low top, some mids, and then some black. Not even enough variants for me to. Oh, okay. You have the Rasheed Wallace Air Force One straps, stuff like that. Other than that, I don't even know enough about I'm not like Jordan's got so many more.
I think for
so
me it's
much
just
more.
like Jordans is just like regurgitating the same shoes.
But even if you do that, like so does Air Force One. They all regurgitate the same shoes. So it's like
but I feel like it's not
off the top of your head. How many different style Air Force Ones you like compared to Jordans? You think Air Force One?
I like more Air Force One style. I just like the aesthetic of the shoe. Like I like the way it looked better.
I
kind of like I said, I'm kind of over the whole Jordan phase. Like I felt like when I was younger, I wore Jordans just because it was the popular thing to do. Don't get me wrong, I like Jordans, but not to the extent to where like I want to go stand in line or even try to order them in a raffle. Like I don't know, it's something about Forces. Like I always liked Forces. So
like Forces cool. There's not enough variants compared to Jordans. Like,
and I feel like
Jordan ones.
I feel like you could customize. You could customize them. Like you can do whatever you want with Forces.
You can do something like Jordan ones.
Yeah, you customize them. People gonna look at you crazy. They're gonna be like, "Nigga."
There's so many Jordan ones that it don't even like. Nah, I'm not doing like Jordans. I'm not. I'm tired of Jordans too, but like I am not gonna be like. There's 30 something different Jordans. If you're talking about just retros, this is not even comparable to me. Or it's old top Air Force One, and like you wear black Forces now, that's supposed to be like broke hood nigga shit now.
I'll still wear me some black Air Force Ones. I don't give a fuck.
My favorite one.
I'll wear me some black Air
now
Force Ones.
That's the trend. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I get it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying. Like for me, I'm just speaking for me.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing about Jordans. Like I was more so into it because everybody else was into it. Where really I've always liked Air Force Ones better than Jordans in my personal opinion.
It's crazy. It's the opposite. I remember when Nelly dropped Air Force Ones in middle school, and everybody,
every shoe got a phase. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! But like Jordans, just
didn't he try to make another shoe song, Nelly? Other than that, it wasn't like Adidas or my J's. Hell nah, ain't no way. Say what, man? They just stepped on my J's. You don't remember that song? That shit failed. He tried to do another one. He tried to double back and do another.
Work.
Or was in the club with some J's on. Miley Cyrus.
I remember that song.
Now she hate rap. That's crazy. Anyway, man, we getting. You know, I just thought that was a little conversation. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody coming through. Chi, Carla came from wherever King Von was at. You know what I'm saying? Mike in the building. You know what I'm saying? Chi, Courtney, Jasmine Fathead Ass, Jay Perez. Who else we got in here? Yannick. Man, everybody that I didn't get, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure y'all hit that like button if y'all haven't on your way out. We out, baby.